My background is farming. I'm actually a fourth generation farmer in this area. The family's been here since 1874. And farming is definitely in our blood and I love it. My name is Ian Milburn and I'm from Glenloth Game, a company we started now 22 years ago. Glenloth is actually our area. We're 280 kilometres northwest of Melbourne, halfway between Melbourne and Mildura. And we set that company up to do something different to our broadacre farming enterprise that we've been involved in all our life. We first decided on free-range chicken at the end of 1989, and this actually came about from a request by Stephanie Alexander. There was almost no genuine free-range chicken available in the late 89, 90 and the early 90s. So we created that, and we created quite a specific and unique diet that gave it a really quite a unique flavour. And that's what we strive for, to do something different. This is where we run our free-range chickens. We have the area fenced off and they're just sown out to lucerne. As you can see, they're free to go wherever they like. There's no restrictions on them. The sheds are opened up every morning at daybreak, and we only lock them up at night, obviously to keep the foxes out in particular. But the chooks can come and go as they please. And when the weather's really good, they please a lot. They go out for quite some distance and spread right out. Hot day like today, you'll get very few out for obvious reasons. Chook may not have a very big head and much brain there, but it's got enough brain to know where it's more comfortable. And a day like today, that's inside. Obviously now we are inside our free-range shed, and as you can see from the video, they have access to outside and daylight hours. We have 8 pop holes along the side, and we also open up our doors on either end. We are trying to provide as normal a lifestyle as we can, and you do get a bit of chicken as a result. We have as our eastern boundary the Avoca River, which is rather it's a beautiful little river, but it's rather small and insignificant by most standards. But in January last year, we had record floods, and I've lived on this river now for 46 years and I have never seen anything like it. We had water where we've never had it before. We had it through 3 of our chicken sheds, and it was absolutely soul-destroying, walking through those sheds, pushing aside thousands of carcasses to rescue the few that were alive, and it was absolutely devastating. Commercially, it also had a big effect on our business because it took us 3 months to get back into full production, and naturally enough, a lot of our customers went elsewhere when we couldn't supply them, and that's been quite difficult indeed. I would argue very strongly, not only as far as chicken's concerned, that it is the smaller producers that set the standard for quality in terms of our food production. Because the vast majority that I have met care very deeply about quality, but also there's a commercial factor. Because we are small, we have to produce something that is better. I philosophise, if you like, there's sort of 2 groups: those that believe that they should produce quality, and those that really do believe in it. And I think you've really got to believe in the concept to succeed at it. We're just to the entrance of our abattoir, and these birds we're very fortunate here, these birds have travelled just under 600 metres to get here. And always it's incredibly important that you look after your animals properly and have them subjected to the minimum amount of stress. The ethical side, from our point of view, is very, very important. It's something we really strongly believe in. It's a family business in the true sense of the word, incorporating our family and our neighbours, and it's something we're very proud of. We've created a great business and a great set of relationships. It's been something that so many people have contributed to. It just hasn't all emanated from this farm. We've learned so much, and so many people have been so helpful, and it's been a really good experience. The stock merchant, I met Ben, and then Ben and his wife Kate came down and visited us on the farm, and we've met a number of times since, and it's blossoming into a great relationship. The stock merchant's getting the full benefit of the flavour. In terms of creating stock, things like carcasses and bones are an important component, but they're also incorporating the flesh from the chicken, and so in that way they're gaining the absolute full potential of the flavour that's there to offer, and particularly with a free-range bird. It's a top quality product. I love meeting people. That's been one of the great highlights, and I love it here on the farm. To be able to walk out first thing in the morning and almost be overwhelmed by bird song, and I'm not exaggerating. The wildlife that's here, we get a lot of kangaroos along the river, echidnas. I mean, how do you put a value on that?